November is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month, and the Michigan-based Sky Foundation will be hosting its annual lunch fundraiser this Sunday to raise awareness and funds for early detection research. And here to talk more about that, two people who definitely keep this cause close to their hearts. We have a 9-year pancreatic cancer survivor, Sheila Sky Castleman, and also co-chair of the Sky Foundation's 8th annual lunch benefit, Mary Beth Castori. Thank you both so much for coming on. And we're wearing the purple for Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. And so you can wear a ribbon or just pull out some purple anytime this month to get the word out there. Sheila, tell us a little bit about your experience with pancreatic cancer.
Well, my experience was, a little different sometimes than other people because I had symptoms, and the symptoms are vague. But I was sick for almost a year before my diagnosis, and finally, when I was diagnosed, my pancreas was still the only place where the cancer was. It didn't spread outside the pancreas, so I was very lucky. And I had chemo, radiation, and then after that a surgery called the Whipple, which is a very complex surgery. And as I was recovering from that surgery, I decided that we had to learn about pancreatic cancer and talk about it, and I started a foundation.
That is wonderful. You started a year after the whole
about a year after my symptoms and my my diagnosis, but about four months after my Whipple surgery.
And Mary Beth, you also have a personal story related to pancreatic cancer.
Yes, I do. My husband was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, stage 4, in 2013, and he passed away 2 years ago, this past week actually. So I'm very, thank you. He did get treatment for 15 months and did pretty well with it, but it is, it is a very tenuous disease, so that's why we were trying to raise awareness with our event coming up on Sunday.
Well, I haven't talked about this, but just recently my father was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and what we've learned is that it is so hard to diagnose it early. So I know some of the money you're raising is to research how we can diagnose it earlier.
Absolutely. We are working on research. We look for early diagnosis research that's going on, and a lot of it is going on in the state of Michigan, and we fund some researchers at Karmanos and at the University of Michigan. So we're very excited about the fact that there is very good research now. 9 years later, I can honestly say that we are making some progress.
What are the symptoms of pancreatic cancer?
Well, there's a lot, and not everyone has all of them, which is what is so tricky.
Right.
My husband had a little bit of indigestion, he had a little bit of loss of appetite. We thought maybe it was an ulcer. He also had some heartburn, and all of a sudden, and he had a backache for a year. He thought it was a pulled muscle. There's diarrhea, there's indigestion, there's all kinds of different things.
And so it's so important to learn more information about it, and you can obviously go to your website for that.
Absolutely, skyfoundationinc.org.
And people can also get tickets to the luncheon on Sunday?
We still have a few left, and we'd love to have them, join us if they could.
And again, it's Sunday at the MGM Grand from noon to 3?
Noon to 3.
All right. Well, thank you so very much for sharing your
stories
very
much.
with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll be happy to talk.
Keenan.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Alicia. As